afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're in episode 2. It's Brotherhood of Bounce, and we have a sister of Bounce this week.
I guess that's what you could call me.
Yeah, I guess.
It could be taken the wrong way.
Yes, yes. I didn't quite think of that when I said that. I literally just thought it off the top of my head. But yes,
It's always the same. Fritz and his misogyny.
Oh, shut up. But yes, we have Emily. Say hi, Emily.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
So what we're going to do is we're not going to do as deep a dive as we normally do because we've got to cover 3 divisions.
Yeah, it'll get long-winded.
It'll get long-winded.
You already don't like us, so.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to dive straight into Division 1. We're going to have a gander at this. We're just going to make some highlights. The Moonster Mash Bash. What was our prediction for this one against?
We all said Necros. We all said 2-1.
So we've got this pretty much on the money. If we had an anchor right now,
we bang on. So moving swiftly on.
This was a surprise.
This is a beautiful game.
This is a beautiful game apparently. Paulies Angels 1, Carstein's Carnage Counts 2. I didn't catch this. Did you, Ewan, or did you, Emily? Did either?
I didn't catch it, but I have had a bit of an update from Tony in the play. You called it a draw. I said the humans would win. Sam was controversial and said the Vamps would pull some shenanigans and win. So
yes.
He was obviously right. But apparently, the humans proper laid into the vampires, who had, I think they induced 4 thralls with their inducement cash, but he managed to score on turn 16 with 3 players.
Wow. I did not catch this one, but it sounds like it was a good game to watch.
Definitely. I mean,
look at that catcher.
Look at that cat. Nico Burns is now leveled up. We'll have a gander at his level up in a minute.
Yeah, just pull him up.
Shall we see where the was it just that turn 16 player that did it for them? You reckon?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think there was anything
in terms of stats
outstanding.
No.
You can see he elfed it really.
Oh, actually, 8 injuries inflicted.
Told you, he hurt him.
He gave him a good slap, didn't he? Oh. Yeah. And then the SPP spread to look at it. Yeah, fuck flipping heck. That was an SPP fest for Division 1. This is a good bit of farming.
Yeah, that's going to put you in a good place.
Definitely. Well, we'll have a look at the
So the human team, it's a good level up there.
Where are we? There we are.
So he's only on 1260, so I'm getting all these SPP on that catcher.
Oh, that's why he's on 1260.
Yeah, that's big.
Nico Burns the catcher. He gave him a sprint,
as you would.
Yeah.
Fair. You can't argue with that. But those 2 MNGs though, oof. The strength,
big players as well.
Yeah, strength up, mighty blow tackler, and a guard blodger. Yeah, that's the humans got hurt. And yeah. The next game.
I don't think anything stuck on the Vamps,
No, it probably
even those 8 casualties, nothing.
Nice, always good when that happens. This we sort of expected this, didn't we?
I did say a draw, but the 2 of you you and Sam said that it was a Nurgle win, and it was a Nurgle win.
Yeah, it was very much a Nurgle win, 2-0. Yeah. I think I caught a small portion of this, and yeah, it was Damo doing Damo things.
Yeah, I caught a bit of it as well.
Yeah, it was Damo doing Damo things. He just rolling nothing but a 10 on the actually, no, tell a lie. Yes, he won 2-0. Yes, he was breaking armor, but hardly any actual lasting injuries to the Orcs.
I was going to say he was rolling good on the armor, but then the actual injury rolls he wasn't doing so well on, was he?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuns and a couple of knockouts. I think there was only one actual injury, and even then it was superficial at best.
Not even an MNG.
No, not even an MNG. I don't think. I'll have a quick check on the. Where's he gone? Where is the
next page? I think.
No, in the corner. There. Yeah. I don't think there was anything. Oh no, there was one. There was one MNG on a Black Orc, but that's it.
I mean, you'll take it.
I mean, that's just a box standard MNG. What even? Yeah, just a gouge eye. But the rest was stuns and knockouts, and even then. Yeah.
And that Nurgle team looks scary. So the next one, this one was a shocker.
Yes, yeah, yes. This was a shocker.
We all called this for the reigning champions of the
Tenderfoot
10-foot trophy as an obvious win, and obviously it wasn't.
Yes, this was a return up for the books. Let's have a quick sort of have a gander at what happened. Ooh, level up Saurus.
Was it
11
death?
armor breaks. Someone died. Not sure who. There's not really much to tell on that one. Let's have a look at these other stats. Ooh, okay. This might be the thing. I think the Cellar Surf just having a good day of it. I mean, look at the block succeeded.
Yeah, they looked like they got their fight on, didn't they?
They got their fight on. KO, 2 injuries, and a kill inflicted. Oofed. Okay, let's have a look at any other dice rolls that really sent it the wrong way for the pickups. 50% pickup. Not great.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. Pass. No, I tried one pass and didn't do it. The rolls themselves don't look too bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing here that's really screaming out
This is where it's
terrible.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it in the block die? Even the block die are like pretty standard.
Yeah. I was gonna say either one of them. They're not. There's nothing glaringly horrendous. So it must have just been really unlucky when those things came about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be as simple as that. Yeah. As soon as one thing goes wrong at the wrong time. And then
I do happen to know that I'm claiming the kill because I do happen to know that it was Phil Demmel II, who is former member of Inner Reign of Blood.
Oh, okay.
That did the murdering.
Ah, so he's continuing his reign long into his death.
Well, no, because he was completely useless when I lasted one game of time. So.
Also, when he was with you, he was about 2 foot shorter.
He was, yeah.
He suddenly
Played the same though.
Yeah, played the same. That Saurus got a level up, but I believe I think they have done the cardinal sin.
Oh,
They've not
he must have
chosen
maybe rolled a double.
the level. They've not chosen the level. So
Possibly rolled a double.
Possibly-
And wouldn't know what to do.
yeah, keep us updated. We want to know because if it is a double, I mean, if it's a double, what do you give? You just give him dodge, I guess. Even there,
Dodging
Diving
Saurus,
tackle,
that's not a
dodging-
bad shout.
dodging Saurus, yeah. Anyway,
Diving tackle.
ooh, cheeky diving tackle. Ooh, that'd be nice. Very interesting. It might still be a normal. It might
Yeah,
just
we don't know.
might just go for the Blighty Mo, or maybe for the piling on Saurus. Imagine. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was a Saurus that popped bit the bullet.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But he's got enough to rebuy a Saurus.
Yeah, it's got enough
so.
to be by a Saurus. It's absolutely fine. But I still think it was a Saurus that bit
Yeah,
the bullet.
fair enough. That's pretty good. Next
Oh,
one.
this was a surprise to anyone sane on the planet. The reigning murderous champions, us Clack Bulls, have the Chorf team that ends most teams has failed against a bog standard dwarf team. Go on, Ewan. How did this happen?
I told you I'd win. I won.
Yeah, fair.
I'll be honest with you. It went down exactly as expected. I played dwarfs like they were elves, and won because of it. Because elves beat dwarfs.
I know. I mean, like seeing 2 successful passes, let alone 1 on a dwarf team, is
Yeah, 2 success passes.
Yeah.
2 armor breaks.
just 2 armor breaks to his 20 on you, and he barely tickled.
I will point out that that's 2 armor breaks from blocks. I carried Boomer through about 14 turns with bribes, so
Jesus.
I threw a lot
Wow.
of bombs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
you were sending actual like
Y-
things, weren't you?
You've got a lot of 6s that you've rolled as well there, and that's
Yeah, they were all on pass attempts.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, by the sounds of it.
yeah, wow.
And I believe that particular one of those particular pass attempts is our clip for the week, which will be tacked onto the end.
yes, I
hopefully
saw
properly.
that. Yeah.
You absolute disgusting man.
I'm also loving this
graceful,
dodge
isn't it?
percentage. I think it's
Oh.
a very healthy dodge percentage right there.
Oh, I did not take
Is
that
that
one.
my
in.
dodge percentage?
Yeah, that's your dodge percentage of 100%.
One
That is beautiful.
No, that's his dodge percentage.
1 for 0.
I think
Is
you should
it?
have a look at my dodge percentage.
Oh,
That's
that's
his.
his, sorry. 5 for 0.
Both of yours.
Jesus.
Both of yours were 100%.
Oh right, I'll take that.
Yeah,
5.
you did 5 dodges, and all of them succeeded. He only did 1.
5 for 0. Christ on a bike, man. What are you on? Anyway, yes, well done, you absolute mad bastard. And then this is another result that we
called this for Pro Elves.
We called this heavy for Pro Elves. We called this heavy for the Pro Elves. But alas, it did not go that way. It was.
I'm guessing there was something died.
Yeah, something did die. Actually, I believe I have put him in the memorial. It is Constable Calamity, quite a high-end player. He bit the bullet.
There was a lightning bolt thrown. Was that the cause of the death?
It may have been. We do not know. We can neither confirm or deny at this time.
Okay.
It's it could have been. It might not have been. It's It looks like it was a very interesting game. I mean, like if you have to have a look at the stats, if there was a large amount of, I think finally the MNG armor started to fail, like 60%. That's a little bit low. And then it's the GFIs aren't fantastic for elves. Injuries again. Casual. I think
wake up after KO.
Wake up after KO 20%. Ouch. The score was what? The score was 1-1, so there was 4 attempts. So four things to come back. One came back. I think one guy must have been like knocked out from the beginning. He just never woke up again.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah. And his casualty. I think when his armor broke,
it hurt.
It hurt. So his armor broke. It would have been at least a stun, and then even then the injury 66, and then the cash 50-50. A bit of a rough. It looks like they just got Kemri. They just got slapped about a bit, and then.
Oh, yeah, Kemri's going to punch you if you're elves. This is
exactly. And then, if I recall correctly, these mummies are. I believe they have guard coming up there.
They have lots of things.
And yes, Robert Memder, the throw raw. He got his level up in that game.
5.
He's strength 5. He was strength 5. He only just got block. Yeah. He got strength up, dodge before he got block. Like,
well, that's because that's strength up's a 12, strength up's a 12, then dodge is a double, so you're gonna take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is vile.
That thing is vile, and now even harder to kill. Yeah, that thing's never dying. It can go toe to toe with like flesh golems and like his semi big guys, and even say all you need really is send a tomb garden in, and they can still go toe to toe with something like a Crocs.
You'd be quite happy to stick that in front of a Crocs.
Oh yeah,
because it's it's basically 1 in 6 that they're going to knock you over unless they've got an assist.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's 2 in 6 that they're going to fall over.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other 3 is pushes. It's like that thing is annoying.
That thing is disgusting, and I love it.
So should we have a look at the next week and get some predictions?
Yes, let's have a look at some next week and get some predictions done. The classic dwarf versus high elf.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean
yeah.
Dwarf.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to win.
Yes, obviously. I think, if I recall correctly, these elites in particular, I think they took a bit of a slapping.
I think they are carrying 2 missed next games.
They are carrying 2 missed next games. There's 2 linemen, 1 guard, 1 block.
And we're bang on equal with TV.
And they currently have 2 catches. They have 2 level 1 catches. They have not leveled up yet. So yeah.
So those 2 catches, you're expecting at least 40k from that. Plus he's got to take a 70k lineman.
Yes.
On.
So yeah, so that's a bit.
So it's actually going to be level with me on TV. So. There's no
yes.
There's no. It's gonna. I can. If I can remove some shit before my death roller gets sent off.
So yeah, you're gonna death roller him to death, effectively.
Obviously
that's the plan. Just run him over with a giant lawnmower. Fair. Lizards versus Kemri. Now we.
Okay, wait.
What?
Wait,
why?
Fritch,
what?
Emily, predictions.
Oh,
who's going to win?
For your game.
Yeah.
I think it is a bit too hurt at the moment with the player down, and so I think you might take it. this time.
I
Potentially a draw, but yeah, I think you might I think you might take it.
I have faith in the dwarfening, mostly because I'm very anti-elf, so I'm going to say it's they're going to try and get at least one score. It's going to be a quick one, so you might have to push a 2-1.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah,
I can out elf them. I've got pass.
Yeah, exactly. You have some sprinkling of elf in you, which is a bit disturbing. But if the death roller does actually decide to do some damage, then yeah, I'm going to say 2-1. Note it in the log. Yeah, 2-1 to your fine self, sir.
Okay. So
now,
then,
lizards and Khemri. Now, what we did last week was we overestimated the lizards and very underestimated the Khemri. So I don't know.
I think it's going to be hard pressed for the lizards.
Yeah. Downosaurus, and against that, effectively, I say so. The Downosaurus, so they've got 5 sauruses, and they're against 5 lots of strength 5. Because of the strength, 5 very raw.
I think that just pushes them over.
Yeah, I think the Khemri are going to do it. They probably defend first, target the skinks, murderize the skinks and turn them into a purse, and then just do the Khemri thing and roll up the field. It's good.
Every ancient Egyptian mummy should be rocking a lizard skin handbag.
Absolutely, it is the weekend after all.
It is.
I'm going to say honestly, I'm going to say 2-0 to the Khemri.
I mean, I think that's fair. As you've got to remember as well, it's a 3-season team versus a 2-season team.
Yes, I think it's going to be.
He's going to get some inducements. Like, he could play well on the inducements if he gets, Khemri take the hot pot, wipe out his rerolls, hope for rain. You've got a chance of a 0-0 draw. But
yeah, he does have a fair amount of inducements coming. If you say once he does the Saurus level up, you take that into account. Even then, it doesn't take much, but he's still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Then he could buy that off a Saurus.
Has he got 11 men? 1, 2,
yeah, he's currently got 11.
Oh, so he's got 11, so he's not having to take a journeyman, so it's not going to be much more than what it is on now.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a Khemri. It depends on what kind of inducements he does take, because a hot pot
could work
quite heavily. Then if it rains, Christ on a bike. We all know what the rain does to Khemri. Go on.
I think that there might be an early score from the lizards.
You reckon?
So I'm thinking 2-1.
Fair. No, it's a fair logic. Yeah, it's skinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with some skink.
Some skink bollocks.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
They could do. Yeah, they could definitely do it.
This next one has potential to be an epic.
Yes, it's the battle of the man who knows not a 9 or less versus MNG United, who got they got hurt. They got hurt-ish in their last game. They probably should have scored more, but they were against Khemri. They're quite.
I mean, the thing here is, like, Nurgle take out your passing ability, and Pro Elves are passers. That's what they do. Elven Union is about passing. Now, Sam can stand on the back touchline and long bomb it on a 2 to the other fucking touchline with that bloody throwing disgusting thing that he's got. So.
Yes, what's his name? Private Peeper? Yeah.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that thing is.
So that could work in his favour if he can position well.
And that,
however,
but he has lost Constable Calamity recently, and that's where I can't remember if I remember correctly. I'll see if I can find his stats. What he was. He was a big piece of his of that puzzle. In fairness, let me see if we can just hunt it out.
No, we catch her.
Yeah, it was a Constable Calamity. Where have you gone? I'm just going to dig for this. It's relatively early on, I think.
In the meantime,
while I was
as I was saying, so he's got to sacrifice pieces. he's got to put those linemen to keep those Nurgle warriors still, because if the second they can get that disturbing presence to encroach on your throwing position, game over.
Yeah.
I think this actually is going to be a win to MNG United, but probably a 2-1. Nurgle to score early, to score like in the first half. But then, the use of that elfening. Well, no, sorry, the elves to score too early, but then sort of peter off, shall we say, and start dying.
Yeah.
I've just found the stats for the ex-Constable Calamity. He sadly got the touchdown for them.
Yeah.
But then died, and he got a level up and still died. Wunder. He was a Nurse of Steel dodge block catcher.
Yeah. Well, trim the bloke. Trim the bloke. Didn't need that to be anyway.
Yeah. Was it that?
So yeah, I'd say the elves, but they're going to be basing it on early. They're going to score a couple early.
Yeah.
And then fall apart.
Yeah, because as soon as Damo starts rolling, gets his armor breaks on the roll.
He doesn't need a 10 on this one, does he?
Unless this is, I suppose, I was going to say, unless it's the one game where he actually starts rolling low.
But
that could potentially give the elves the win, but yeah.
It's going to be a tough one. It's probably going to hurt him.
I'm going to press you.
I know. I want to say it's going to be 2-1. 2-1 to the Nurgle if the elves attack first. Because the elves,
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, if the elves attack first, they're probably going to try and score early. The Nurgle respond by scoring in the same half. Then they go in. Then the second half they just do the Nurgle slow drudge.
Yeah. Are you on that? Are you on that bandwagon as well, Emily?
Yeah, I agree that the elves starting could very much hinder them. They would do much better if they kicked first.
Yeah.
So I think they'll win, but it'll be early.
If the Nurgle get hold of the ball, I don't see how they can realistically get it from them. It's not going to be easy. But you never know. It could be a bad game for Damo, and
he might finally have
being
one.
An elf win. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, excellent.
So next up, we've got the surprise Vamps versus the disappointing Chuffs.
Yes, the surprise Vamp versus. Let's be honest.
Sorry, Sam, but I've got to live on this for a while yet.
Yeah, you're riding this like you're riding.
I'm trading on this, mate.
This stream of serotonin he's got from beating the Chuffs is just going to ride him for the rest of the season now. Let's be real. The carnage counts.
Don't stand a hope in hell.
The Bulls might as well have a bunch of crucifixes attached to their fucking fists at this point. Because as soon as they slap a vampire, you leave a nice cross-shaped mark on the cheek. This should be quite an easy win for the Bulls. Unless say the Vamps do start doing the elfening with 3 players again. Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
how much dodge does he have?
He doesn't have a lot. He doesn't have a lot of anything, to be fair. He's just got a lot of stat ups.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He just have a lot of stat ups. Yeah. All these thralls are pretty piss poor. He got 1 strength up thrall, 1 block thrall, and then those 3 Vamps. He still hasn't bought the 4th.
Why would you?
I guess. But yeah, the movement up. The double movement up Niggle and the Agi strength 5 Agi 5. So yeah, this should be a. Oh wait, let me just double check.
He's going to be taking a lot of inducements. There is nearly 650k going into this.
What do you take with 650k worth of inducements? That's too much money to comprehend.
I mean, we were actually chatting about this. I mean, you've got so much choice.
I know.
The hot pot, but you're saying like the hot pot. Well, Sam barely uses his rerolls.
He doesn't
actually need them
no.
anymore. Your So you're struggling on that. I mean, I think he's probably going to take a few thralls for eating purposes. Just get the snack wagon in.
Yeah.
Possibly take Cheney, because claw and
Yeah.
movement 8 is things that are not going to hurt you. Babes are going to be very useful here because you're knocking out your own players as well, playing vamps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bribe maybe for standing on anything that you managed to knock over.
Possibly. What star players do Vamps get?
They've got Count von Luther von whatever his name is. They've got a chainsaw dude. They've got Wilhelm Cheney, and a couple of others.
Would Wilhelm be a shout?
Yeah, Wilhelm's a shout, man.
Yeah, Wilhelm's a shout. Or maybe what's the that vampire, the count? Does he is anything?
He's basically he's a strength 5 vampire without bloodlust.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice.
That wouldn't be a bad shout for the team then, because if you're getting extra thralls anyway, having another vampire that won't eat them.
Yeah.
He's more help. It's helpful. Yeah, definitely.
I was going to say strength 5. He complements these other strength 5 he's got.
Yeah.
Does he have block or anything like that?
I'm just checking it out now.
I wish we could have like a button to say view star players.
So Count Luther von he's 6'5", 4'9", loner block, hypno gaze, regeneration, and sidestep. But he's expensive. He's nearly 400.
Oh wow. Whew.
I mean, if you've got 600k to reduce him, if you're ever going to buy him, this would be the time.
But yeah, it's true.
And you still got 200 odd left for like extra bits and bobs. I mean, like you can still.
I mean, yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could get both. He could get him and Cheney.
The vampire
But there's
werewolf.
nothing else.
The vampire werewolf wombo combo. Oh, that could be very interesting. Ooh, I'll.
But this could be a good
Yeah.
game. However, I'm sorry, but yeah.
It could be a good game, but we foresee like wooden stakes being drilled into the hearts of vampires at this point, and maybe a silver bullet between Wilhelm Cheney's eyes.
Are we going for the whitewash of the Bulls?
Probably 2-0 minimum.
I reckon 2-1. I think.
They
Tony's
might pull
got
one
it in
off.
him to
They might pull
score.
one off. Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with that 2-1. I think the vampires might actually squeak one in, but ultimately the Bulls will take
And they're
it.
gonna hurt from it as well. They're gonna get them
Oh, yeah.
thralls.
You're gonna pay.
There's
for
gonna be
it.
like you're gonna run out of thralls like in the first half. By the sounds of it.
So moving swiftly on. Next one.
Yes,
Necro versus Undead.
Necro versus Undead, the ones I always get
I
mixed
think
up.
they're about the same. I think they're about the same TV.
Okay. Check. Right.
So that's nice. Necro 750. Bomar are. Oh no, Bomar are pretty low actually. So some inducements going that way.
Yes, true. But what's the reasoning for this? Let's have a look. Is it a? To be fair,
More block.
and like
A 16
and
man
a 60-man roster, literally everything's there. I'm pretty sure if he kills someone, he can't even take the zombie,
Well, he gets the zombie for the game,
but he just disappears.
but he can't take it. At
Oh,
the end.
okay,
Yeah,
fair
it
enough.
disappears.
He has taken some from. There are some trophies in there. Barry the Human, Sammy Davis Jr., and Working Class Tory 2.
Bashes
As well, who has leveled up and has guard. Yes, very.
And Big Brew's got a few though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like Necro team's got a couple that it's stolen there. Phil Demmel II.
Yeah, Phil's there. He's got block. The two whites women. Yeah, this could be a. Whew.
Hoer of the Pyramid. That was clearly a lizard.
Probably at one point. Yeah. Whoops! I pressed back 2 once.
In fact, that's probably the one that died.
Yeah. Or is it a fresh one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the one that died. Yeah. I'm in the wrong division. I'm in season 8. How did I end up here?
What have you done?
I pressed back wrong.
Anyway,
too many times.
Anyway, looking at that, I mean, I think that's it. It's a tight game, but you know, I fancy the Necros. I think Dave's experience will just win it out for a 2-1.
Yeah. I'm inclined to agree. I'm with you on that one. 2-1.
I think we might be able to do a draw.
Ooh.
That's fair. It's fair. It's
Yeah,
fair.
no, yeah, fine. That's absolutely fine.
I can't argue with that. And then lastly, we've got the classic Blood Bowl matchup. That
Yeah.
101 staple game: humans versus dwarfs.
Orcs.
Yes, true. Humans versus orcs. That is not humans dwarfs. Is not the staple
It is
game.
not.
It's humans orcs.
Humans, orcs. Yeah,
Thank you for
Paulius
that.
Angels. Green is the colour. Honestly, I'm not sure. Paulius Angels 1 2
Thing is, I actually like the human team better than I like the orc team, and it's lower TV, so
Yeah.
it's going to get a bit of inducement.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of block there.
There is a lot of block.
There is a lot.
He's down a Black Orc. That's always nice.
And humans are down 2, so they're gonna get 1 journeyman.
Ooh, he's the one with that down 2. But
He's down his strength
Ooh,
up.
oh no, actually, it's key pieces missing there.
There's 2 key pieces.
Yeah, I reckon the orcs have got this 2-1.
Yeah.
I think the orcs will have this just because of those 2 players being out.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna take it
It's
for
key,
him.
key pieces, isn't it? Key
Yeah,
pieces.
so he's going to take a lineman. So lineman's a 50. That'll take him up to 1 3 10.
He's still getting something. He can take a babe or 2, but
He gets 100.
you know,
He gets 150.
yeah, something like that.
No. Yeah,
I mean,
100.
He could take a woodie, I suppose, but it's one shot, isn't it?
He could. He might even take a wizard. Yeah. I thought you said. Sorry.
Yeah, because my fireball was so useful. I hit an 8 dwarf fireball and knocked 1 over.
It's because it's not me. I'm not using it against Kelly. Sorry, mate.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So are you calling that one for the orcs as well, Fritch?
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. Just barely. Honestly, a 1-1 draw wouldn't surprise me. But I will.
Are you going for the win?
I'm going for the win. It's going to be probably 2-1 again.
Yeah, it's fair in it. Right, shall we move swiftly on to the next division, which is 2A?
2A.
So now,
it's over
I
here.
think this is your division, isn't it, Emily?
It is.
This is our division. It's both of us.
Our division.
Oh,
yes.
oh, exciting.
Righty then. Our predictions. So Studfield Maulers 0. The GOP 1. What did we say?
We called this one for. This is Chaos versus Undead. We called it for the Undead, which I think is the grand old party.
1-0. Yep.
And it was, in fact, exactly right.
Spot
so
on.
Moving swiftly
We're good like that.
next one. This was not applicable because it had already been played, so we don't need to look at
Yeah,
that.
it's true. Already done. Sports injury. This is me. 0-0. Norse versus Chaos draw.
You said you were going to win.
I thought I was going to win. Honestly, it was quite.
Me and Sam both said it was going to be a 0-0 draw.
Yeah. honestly, with the way it was going, bless him. The guy I was playing against, he's new to the Calamitous Casual. He's new to Blood Bowl 2 on the PC. He had some quite horrendous technical difficulties in the fact he didn't realise his chat box was open, so he lost half of his ability to move, and for some reason the game was forcing him to make rerolls. He didn't mean to make rerolls, and it did the rerolls for him because I think because his chat box was open, he was trying to fix it at the same time. It sort of fucked it up a bit. So he used rerolls, but he wasn't supposed to. So which caught, and he tripped over on the touchline on his drive. Unfortunate. And then the transverse of that, I got some slaps in, tried to do a similar thing. He didn't quite, and I got to literally last turn again. I had a chaff with the ball running for the touchline as much as his little legs could carry him, and he managed to get a man on the ball, and I just failed the full ruck dodge basically.
Well, that
was fine.
I mean,
Has he
actually,
got a death? How did that come about? Was that you slapping?
That was me. That was me slapping someone at the first half. At the start of the second half, just on the touchline.
Sporting injury there. Injury.
On the line, smacked him with it on the line of scrimmage, dead. Fair. Just,
almost dead.
Yeah.
So the next one, this one's a shock. This one's a good one. We all called this for Graham. We said Graham's got the salt on this.
Yes. What actually happened there? It was against rats.
A rattening.
We got a rattening, yeah. 13 armor breaks, no deaths, touchdown each, pretty sort of standard. This is a bit surprising for Graham.
There was a pass.
There must have been something that went wrong.
Yeah, he did some damage. Got some KOs.
He got some injuries as well. He got a fair amount of SPP in there. It all depends on what was the telltale stat that led it to the 1-1 part where we thought,
Catch.
"Ooh,
1 success, 5 failures. I'm guessing that was a bounce
that is
around because he only threw 1
that
pass.
sounds
so...
like it was a bounce around." The pass was fine. Weapon for KO. Injury. Armor was low for orcs.
Yeah, that was low.
I wonder if it was a significant amount of stunning that might have just slowed him down.
Just affected his ability to control
Yeah.
the pitch.
Fair
Anyway,
enough.
it was
It
a
was a
draw. We didn't say
No,
that.
we didn't.
Next, this was disappointing, Emily. We actually unanimously called this for your victory.
I know, and it was 1-1 until the very, very last turn.
Did you get elfed?
And it just a little bit, yeah.
Oh.
I did my best.
That was
I
a
gave
risk,
him as
yeah.
many. He had to roll a lot of dice for that last one, but he did, on
They-
2 ups for every single one, and I can't remember if he had any rerolls left or not at that point. But yeah, it just there was a fun point where one of my trees had the ball because they'd smacked my fling who had it, and the ball bounced and the tree managed to catch it, so that was fun for a few minutes. But ultimately, I was out of flings towards the end of the game, and he elfed me a bit.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it was a fun game, but unfortunately,
It's
didn't quite
always a
get it.
fun game when you play
yeah.
with flings.
You did get slapped around a
Yeah.
bit, definitely. I'm just looking at the
I mean, it's gonna.
Yeah,
happen.
I was just looking at the SPP spread, and it's like, ugh. Yeah, not fun. Always nice to get the MVP on your tree though.
Yeah. That's cracking.
Yeah,
That is
that was
cracking.
That's a lovely start.
And every time I threw a fling, it worked. So I was very pleased with
And
that.
if
Well, in the
Yeah.
new rules, that would be like a level 2 tree right there.
yeah, new rules would say you have a level 2
Yeah.
tree sometimes. But either way, it's good. All you need to do is just kick someone's head in with that tree.
Not play elves. Not
Or
play
just
elves.
or
that's
just
all
kick
it is.
someone's head in with that one particular tree, and jobs are good 'un.
You've got
Yeah,
some
exactly.
good. I think you've got some games where you will have a really good shout at winning bash battle more so than you did in that one because like they're all
Yeah.
on 8. So like you've got Norse. Norse are easy to pick apart. Brett's take a punishment. One of the there's what else have we got? We got some rats. Rats take beatings from. So you've got a few good games ahead of you.
Yeah.
You've also got some
I-
horrible
I-
things, but
I will say also, I made a horrible mistake on one of the earlier turns where I smacked with the tree first thing, and it was a skull both down re-rolled into a skull both down.
Oh,
so
man.
that was a turn that I really was kicking myself, and I think that was kind of the turning point as well. But it's,
Yeah.
it is what it is, and
it is what it is.
was-
It happens.
yeah.
I mean, I always sort of try when I play like halflings. You try and get because your trees are probably the only thing that's punching shit. Look to get that 1 assist in halflings, so you've got that 3 dice block to stop
Yeah.
that kind of happening.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still learning with flings, but I'm enjoying it. So
They're
I
great
think,
fun. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
There is a tactic to them, but most of it is throw halflings and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right then.
This one we said Croc Rocking beats on the basis that their naming scheme is just vastly superior,
And look at it. It worked.
and
yes.
it was.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah.
moving on. So let's have a look.
Definitely
at this.
happened. Yeah. That's that is actually a level up skink there. Didn't see that.
That's nice.
So
Yeah.
Just quick nosy at what he got.
It'll be sidestep
Most
or dirty player.
probably.
Or something.
He hasn't. Oh, he got catch.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, it's legitimate,
legit.
easy to hand off to. Should someone
Fair,
else get it?
fair. Right, next
I'll give you that.
week is Studfield Maulers and Fearers. Ooh.
So this is Chaos
This
versus
is
Nurgle.
Chaos.
This is 1-1.
Yeah, I can imagine that being 1-1 quite easily.
Is it, no further. I mean, they're pretty basic teams.
Yeah,
1-1,
neither
innit?
of them have leveled up at all, have they? They haven't quite got to that sort of stage
No.
yet.
No,
No,
no. Chaos have got MNG, I think, by the looks of
Yeah,
things.
they may. You know what? They may do. So I think it's.
Oh no, they lost to Chaos.
No.
Oh,
That's brutal.
they've lost.
That's
I
brutal. They
heard
lost to
death.
Chaos.
That is a dead Chaos Warrior. Oof. Yes. So
But still, horns. I think it's a draw. It's not going to go
yeah,
anywhere.
it's not. It shouldn't equate to too much difference. Yeah. Draw 1-1.
What do you reckon? Yeah, fair. Emily.
Yeah, I agree. 1-1.
Fair play.
I think that loss of Chaos War is going to hurt them, but
Yeah,
we'll
I mean,
see.
I would give it to the Chaos slightly early on.
Yeah.
like in a matchup generally, but I think that loss is just going to really hurt him.
Chaos on balance, but let's say that Chaos Warrior being gone is like. Look at that! My hard drive died again. No, just ran out of space again.
Noob.
I know. I just in this program I use, it doesn't save it to the right place. I want to save it to the right place, but it doesn't let me. It's really annoying, but we're grand. Where were we? Oathbound, you say?
So this is a team that's named after characters from the Silmarillion versus the team with the best name in the league. So
just straight up best names in the leagues. Remind me of these names. Oh. No, that's
Clock Rocking Beats.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just simply put.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, but yeah. So
Sorry, that was Hamish's head.
Okay. Which Oathbound or what race again?
Clock Rocking Beats. High Elves versus Lizards. 2-1 Lizards.
You reckon? Just for naming purposes.
On the name alone.
Yep.
I think I agree. I think the Lizards have this one.
I'm gonna say 1-1. Actually, no, 2-2, because they're both quite
it's reasonable. It's reasonable.
Yeah, because elves can score quick, and so can skinks.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you too much.
Yeah.
It's just if the lizardmen start hitting elves, I think that will if he's losing elves quickly, that will be the thing that gets him.
Yeah.
It will
eat them alive. Yeah.
Have it. Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, let's move on. It's Graham. yeah. You one of the relatively newer players to Blood Bowl in general, let alone flings. Versus
year and a half I've been playing Blood Bowl.
Yeah, year and a half playing Blood Bowl, and mostly flings. Versus Graham. Since he's what? How old is he now?
He's my age. So he's in his late 30s.
So he's in his late 30s. He's been playing it since he was like 6.
Yeah.
I will call it. I think Graham's got this 3-0.
No.
You'll score against him.
Oh, you'll score against him easy. Because you're flings. You just send one.
No, he's in a slump. He's in a slump at the minute.
Yeah.
He's in a slump at the minute, but I'm sorry, Emily, but yeah.
Yeah, it's probably it's probably going to be like a 3-1. Maybe a 3-2 if you squeak one past him turn 16 or something.
Yeah. 3-1 seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Me.
Rat.
It's anti-elf. Well, I'm called the anti-elf. I'm going against rats. They're not quite the same, but I reckon
some pest control.
This is going to be some pest control. This should be a relatively easy win for me as long as I can. As long as I can pest control and I can screen properly against those gutter runners because they're only strength 2, and I've got a lot of strength 3 with block and tackle. So good luck getting past them if I set it right.
He's also down a thrower. Sorry, I was just going to say he's down a thrower.
Is he really?
Sorry?
Is he really? Ooh. So if a target.
Yeah, he's down a thrower.
Yeah, it removes that play, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but you don't really actually throw with a thrower. You tend to throw with the thing.
Yeah. Emily just disappeared from the call. That was where she got the doo sound.
Yes. So we'll hope she comes back.
If I can somehow get her back, add friends to DM. Give me 2 secs. Where did? Oh, she's back. There she is.
There you go. So you can just join back in the call. I'm guessing. The internet just dropped on her.
Hello.
Yeah, so Chorf, rat control, good line, tackle, win it. You're calling your win.
I'm going to say
Emily's also calling your win. We'll move on. Let's move on.
What score though? 2-0? 2-1?
2-1. Rat will get through.
Yeah.
Rat will get through.
Brett versus Norse, classic battle.
Brett versus Norse. I did some damage to the Norse, so they're running on a couple of.
Brett took some damage there as well.
Let's have a quick check. So, team roster. Yes. Oh no, he a blitzer. Did a blitzer die?
Blitzer. Blocker.
A blocker. So a blocker died. For him, a lineman died with the Norse. But I think I got a MNG as well with the Norse. if I remember correctly. I am stalling for time
You
because
keep
I don't
going past it.
know.
Down. It's the dude doing the peace sign.
Oh yeah. I'm really bad at that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
you've
it.
got a death and an MG. So
Oh, it's a
little bit of
movement down.
inducements to the Bretts.
There's a movement down
Yeah.
actually. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slight advantage to the Bretts on loner alone because they've got more loner, I guess.
Yeah.
But even
yeah,
then,
but it's a draw, mate. Norse play a slow, methodical game of punch your opponent, and guess what? Bretts play a slow, methodical game of don't get punched by your opponent. So
yeah,
it's a draw.
it's a draw. Probably a 1-1 draw, or maybe even 0-0.
Maybe even 0-0 draw, mate.
Yeah, maybe even 0-0. What are you thinking, Emily?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of block obviously on the Norse's team, so if they do manage to get some hits in, they could really damage the Bretts. But I agree. I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
The thing with Bretts is you get half the hits. So even though you got the armor 7 when you're punching their linemen, because of fend, you only get half the hits on them, and you don't get any advancement. So you end up playing desperate towards the end of your half, trying to push forward, which is where they hurt you. But yeah, it's an attrition game that's going to go nowhere.
It's going to be a very slow one.
Yeah.
And the GOP versus Liz on You. This will be some undead
versus the Liz.
The Liz lizards. Yeah.
So the Liz lizards are looking a little bit hurt this
Ooh.
game with 2 hit games on Sauruses, so I'm giving it to the undead.
Yeah,
on that basis.
That is
Simple.
because the linemen, the journeymen, they get as just skinks again, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's possible they could pull something out, but it's doubtful. It's because they don't have the slapping power.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the skink that has catch, possibly if they try to play a throwing game, but even
they've
then,
got stunty, so they actually throw one-handed Sauruses. Skinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's pretty poor.
Yeah, this is gonna be a GOP, a win for the GOP as much as
I think so. 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Fair shout. Yeah, the lizards have just took too much of a slapping.
Well, that's the end of that one.
Yep.
Let's move on.
And then
was there anything we've looked at the interesting teams in there? So let's move on to the B division.
to B, what we got?
Some results.
So yes. So the famed Mr. Johnson, the drunk fling himself, ended up with a 0-0 draw against a friendly local team.
Well, the friendly local team removed everything from the pitch that wasn't a friendly local team member, and then stood there and didn't score.
Yes, they forgot to score. They did a max.
Oh.
And it's gutting because look at that, Zara taking
the MVP.
I was going to say that's unfortunate, and the death as well that he took.
Yeah.
I think it was just a
I
random.
don't think he took any SPP.
Let's have a look. He did not. He did not. Zara the Slayer soaked up the SPP like every star player does, and then just sodded off. And then
he's got down a fling for the next game, so he's going to be having
I think he's 12. I think he's got 12. He can afford a fling.
No, but he's had a death and he's got one down. He could afford a fling, yeah. But he's not bought one yet.
Let's where is the last one? Is it? Yeah.
But he's got a lot of inducement cash. So
yeah, he's gonna have a
He
lot of
does,
inducement.
yeah.
He's actually got a lot of normal cash. If anything,
He's also he could buy both flings.
he could just buy both
yeah.
things. Yeah, he might as well with that amount of money he's got. He must have rolled pretty high on the thing, but yeah, zero. He literally zero SPP. I lost a lot. I lost along the lot.
So that's it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Did we call a draw? Probably not.
I think
I called a halfling win. You and Sam called a chaos win. It was a draw, so nobody was right.
Yeah.
Next.
This
one, I believe, is not going to get played, and it looks like it's going to be an admin win to the dwarfs. So we'll leave that.
Okay.
I think Kenny missed the game because something came up, and they haven't been able to rearrange it. So.
Oh, okay.
we don't know. We need to confirm or
just
deny.
don't know.
If anything, this is where Ben would be helpful if he was here. Ben. But
Not sleeping.
not sleeping. Ben. Yeah. Oh well, here we are. Next we have. What did we say for that?
Draw, lizard win, dwarf win. So we completely.
Oh, so it was yeah, fair. We couldn't decide. massive purple weapons versus some
This was a
Twilight Reapers.
unanimous decision that this was an orc win.
And we were really bloody wrong.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
I think the Greg's sausage roll there behaved. They didn't implode. They stayed together as a cohesive
Shocking.
team unit and won.
Absolutely shocking. I mean, look at the armor breaks are even. I mean,
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
amount of armor breaks, but the Vamps just got 2 touchdowns and a pass off.
Their
Simple.
dodges they were doing well on their dodges and go for it. So those are both 100% for the Vamp. Is it Vamps?
Yes, I think.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
14 attempts and not one failure. 7 go for it,
I
not
think
one
that
failure.
That might have something to
That
do
might
with
have
that.
3
to do with it,
catches,
yeah.
no failures. Armor holding at 70%. Yeah, that's probably mostly
6 bloodlust
throws.
failed, but yeah.
6 bloodless
Wait.
fails is a bit high, but I mean, he didn't suffer for it by the look of it.
No.
The Orcs didn't do so well on their going for it. They failed 2.
Yeah, their
succeeded
wake off care
5.
wasn't great. Pickup was
They
good.
dodged twice, which was good.
Shocking.
Uh,
Yeah, it looks like it was just a. I think it just looks like the. I think the Orcs got elfed by Vamps.
Yeah,
a little bit.
pretty much. This next one was
Oh Christ! This scoreline.
you and Sam called it as a draw. I said the humans would win, but it looks like it was a
I did-
human win, and I believe you should look at the full Montezuma team. 'Cause
Oh,
it was a
okay.
gaping maw.
Is there a gaping maw in it? Okay, the full Montezuma.
It cannot be described as a whole. It is quite definitely a gaping maw.
well,
If
I
you-
think they've rearranged the team a bit, but
They have, but
Yeah,
that is
it's
that is
only
only
Nardo.
only 3 Sauruses.
ooh,
But are you telling me that two Sauruses?
2 Sauruses
died.
met an untimely end.
Oh, that is a bad start.
not fun.
That is a gaping maw.
That is.
That-
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
very
size.
painful.
That is a hole the size of a lizardman's mouth.
and well, 2.
Um, 2 lizardman's mouth. We should move on and not dwell on this.
Just be sad. Just
because out of respect.
yeah. So yeah, 3-0. Good start for the humans. 3-0.
Solid.
Cracking start. The Skinksburg 49ers, another lizard team, versus the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Samuel Unwin's Snotling Royals.
Yeah, I mean it's what.
Yeah,
I think this is David's team, isn't it?
Yeah.
yes. This is.
Yeah.
We kind of expected this. We never put Sam Unwin down because he's Sam Unwin.
You called him. You said he'd win.
I had faith. I had faith in the Snotling way.
He didn't.
He didn't, and I guess that sort of showed. To be fair, and from what I heard, he paid for it. I mean, like, first of all,
Yeah.
1-0. That's not great in the first. Well, 1-0 I think is quite conservative by I think the states of the team
Yeah.
by the end of it.
No, I think
Oh no,
he's
he.
fine.
Oh no, oh, wait.
Came out completely unharmed.
Hang on, has he rebought a bunch of stuff? I thought he got absolutely railed.
Just want to say, 50 dodges succeeded, 12 failed.
That's a beautiful stat.
Is
That
this for the
is
Snotlings?
Beautiful.
This
Yeah,
has to be
it's
for the
Snotlings.
Snotlings, isn't it?
50 dodges.
Oh,
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
Jesus Christ!
55 threes. And that's actually the thing is that 50
What
dodge rate.
the-
That's actually a poor dodge rate.
Yeah.
Because all of those dodges are 2-ups.
Christ on a bike.
This is why it's amusing to watch that team. Anyway, we should
Yeah.
move on. Because,
Yeah,
time is of the essence.
time is of the essence, and
And we've got this was Norse versus Undead. Me and Sam said the Norse. You said the Undead. It went to the Norse 1-0. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
1,000 TV game, isn't it?
yeah, it is a pretty standard 1,000 TV game. Is there anything sort of telling in there that led to the demise?
Not that I can really see.
The Norse won the fight. Actually, they got more armor breaks.
That's probably it then.
Yeah.
They might have done it.
The Santa Vandals 44% on the armor
Ooh.
roll. That's terrible.
Oh,
There's where it is, mate. There's where it
Ooh.
is.
Yeah, that's grim.
That's a bad.
that is quite grim. But that's hell, they won.
They're 8s and 9s, so yeah, that's terrible. Right, let's have a look at the fixtures.
Yes, we have the speaking of the Glory Hammer, Hangry Prince of Bellend versus the Glory Hammer. Okay.
With Halflings versus Undead.
Mm,
I mean,
Logically, it should be Undead. But
I think I'm inclined to say that it's a draw.
I'm inclined to give it a draw as well, to be honest with you.
Emily, halfling brother, what do you think he's getting?
I think Flings could take it.
Ooh.
I think he
I
might
like
be able
it.
to take it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Flings.
That's
Nice,
fair.
nice,
Right.
fair.
Next up is Snotlings versus Norse. This is a bad matchup for the Snotlings.
Yeah, the sheer amount of
Everything
block.
having block,
Yeah.
it's like doubling the amount of chance that you're going to die in your armor 5. This is a mauling.
Yep.
This is gonna hurt.
Yep.
This is going 3-1.
Yep. I'm inclined to agree. This should be an absolute destruction by the North.
Sorry, Sam. We love you, but
yeah,
that's
this
gonna
should
hurt.
be an absolute wrecking on the sheer amount of block. But say never
Yeah.
discount them Snotlings. We've seen it happen before. I mean, was it not last season before or something? Last time we took a completely Snotling team, he just did like, I think he just did 8. I think he did like 8 dodges.
Casual 8 dodge in a row, yeah.
8 dodge in a row into a 3-die uphill and got triple pow. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! Is like everyone would just.
It's possible. It is possible, but it's very unlikely. You'd have to be very
Lucky.
lucky to get that again. Yeah.
Yeah, very
So
lucky,
I
but
agree. I think Norse will take
everything
this-
should say Norse.
this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruto Deluxe versus Skinksburg 1 in Niners. Now, these two teams, like, this could be quite a good match. This is like these probably are the two more developed ones because obviously Dave got quite a lot
I
of.
don't think they got a lot, but I think there's like
Dave
one
got-
skink.
Dave got a lot of. Did they get a lot of SBP like, spread around off the?
Dave got something. He got
He
a
got- he
level,
got-
he got a guard on a croc. His
Yeah,
croc,
he's
in
got-
fact, caused 5 casualties. Look at that.
Hoft. So yeah, that Crocs did work. So he's got a guard Crocs, that's a good start. Then he's got the MVP on a Saurus, and then he's got like some
Couple of bits
skinks on
skink injuries. Skink injuries.
skinks.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was the Stotlings. Oops, pressed the button
Of
twice.
course he was. Terrible. And then Ben, I think, got 1 level up. On
Yes.
Brutal Deluxe for his arse whooping that he handed out.
Yes, his
Block on a catcher.
Block on a catcher.
Yeah.
But again, SPP again still
That's
quite spread.
massive, actually.
There's a blitzer there who's 1 injury away.
Yeah.
You got two other blitzers that got 2, and 1 blitzer scored.
Yeah, lineman as well.
Thrower did a throw things. Yeah,
Good leveled lineman on
the
a human
SP
team
spread
is
for
big.
these two teams is quite good. So it's going to be
Yeah. 1-1.
yeah, I'm going to say 1-1. It's going to be a close fight, but 1-1 sounds like a good thing. Emily,
Do you think your man's got it in him?
Nah, I think Ben's got it.
there you go.
Fair enough. You heard it here first.
No, I just think Ben's team just being that little bit like that block. I think it does.
It does
pushes
help.
him over the edge. Yeah.
But then again,
Just the
that
amount
guard.
of blocks that he's got there.
But again,
Yeah, that bit of blood,
it does
help.
help. Yeah, the guard does help. But ultimately, I think
yeah,
if David had managed to get some of those, if he'd managed to get all the SPP onto 1 skink or something like that, I might be saying David. But just because of how spread it out it is, I think Ben might have it.
scoreline 2-1, 1-0, 1-0. Sorry.
2-1. I think there'll still be a score by the Lizardmen, but I think humans will score
Yeah,
Twice.
1 more.
fair.
Yeah,
Classic way to win that. Score more than your opponent.
Definitely.
exactly.
Uh,
Quite easy.
we have
It's easy when you put it that way.
Sean's Vamps, the Twilight Twinklers, versus.
So this is the game, innit?
Yeah, this is going to be like this is going to be a very weird one. So we've got the two vampire team
Yeah.
versus the now 3 Saurus lizard team.
So, I mean, lizards are going to be difficult to knock down. He hasn't got like lots of skills, so block tackles
Yeah.
missing. I think this could come down to the fact that Sophie is a blood-hungry, violent woman, and will forget about the ball and just concentrate on killing
Thralls or trying
thralls.
to. Yeah.
And well, so she should.
Yes, of course.
But will completely have ignored the ball, and it's 1-0 to the vampires
You reckon?
before they're all dead. Yeah.
Fair enough. I am. probably. Am I inclined to agree? I honestly, it's the power game for the lizards will probably help them come out of this okay, because they do just have they still outstrength them. They do still outstrength.
Yeah.
I mean, they still got Let's quickly check the.
No, they don't. They get out strength because the Thrall's 3.
The Thralls are 3. I mean, at least in terms. I've got the Crocs as well. It depends on how much work.
Thralls as well, though.
Say again.
There's a thrall with tackle.
Oh, okay. So if that gets utilised, I'm gonna say 1-1 then.
Yeah. Yeah. He took that deliberately, actually.
I bet.
Wait a minute. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to rethink this. I'm gonna definitely the Vamps.
Well, I'm going 1-1. That sounds like a Hamish wants to get involved.
Yeah, Hamish is upset because I wouldn't let him go down the stairs on his own.
Oh, but
so yeah, I think definitely the Vamps. I think that loss of Saurus just kind of it hinders the lizard team too much. Yeah, and like you say, Sophie likes to bash, but if you've not got the players to bash, it could end quite badly.
Okay.
So I think the vampires have it.
Okay, I'm gonna say 1-1.
You're going with the draw.
I'm going with a draw. I don't think the lizards can. I have faith in the lizard game, but it only goes so far. And then the last one is. Oh no, got another 2 actually. Checking the time. Good. So some dwarfs versus some orcs. Oof. I don't know. Hello? Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, I think. He's gone to do Hamish things. So yeah, some dwarfs and some orcs. I honestly, this is a slow team versus a slow team. This is going to be a draw.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything overly in either one's favour. Like there's nothing, no loss of players or any skill that I can really see that puts one team ahead of the other. I think it will end up being a draw.
1-1 all.
1-1, yeah.
Yeah, I
Orc
agree with
versus Orc, 1-1.
Yeah, there we are, easy.
Fair.
And next, friendly
Easy.
local team, Monster Flavour. So Chaos versus remind me.
Kenny's Lizards.
More lizards. Yeah, Chaos versus lizards. Again, I can see this being a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on and this is Kenny, who will get 0 SPP because of the assuming the game doesn't happen today after we record this. So he's basically be again a fresh 1000 TV team versus Chaos team, which have a sprinkling.
Is this which team is this one? Is this the friendly local?
Yes, these are the ones who have.
So it's got a level up.
No,
No, he's got an apothecary.
He's bought the Apoth. Okay, so he has the Apoth. The dwarves don't.
No.
Okay, so there's an Apoth involved. Again, draw.
Yeah.
1-1.
Yes,
It's a push.
1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I think it's in the 1-1.
Yeah, and that is all we have time for.
A lot of draws. Like most of the predictions, are like it's a draw. This is a draw.
Yeah, it was still very early in the season, so we can't really sort of like guess what they're going to be.
It's fair enough. So so we'll just leave you with a clip of the most amazing play.
Yeah, the most amazing play
of the round.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll leave you with that, and if you do see any like madcap plays, any like moments of madness that you feel need to be submitted, by all means submit them to us, and I'll slap them in the one for next week. Right.
Remember to just post it or clip it. Ideally, clip it.
Yeah.
Put it in that channel, and we'll go from it. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Emily. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you both. Have a good one.
You too.
Oh, he's going for the big pass play.
I don't think it was a choice.
Is it a 4+, 3+?
That is 5 plus.
5 plus with pass.
Done it!
No.
No way. Is it?
No way. No! Oh!